do is find out what size screws I'm going to need. Okay, this is a little over 1 1/4 inch deep. Let's see. Well, I take that back. Well, it looks like they're right. The screws that are supplied are too short. Alright, the longest screw that we have is 2 1/2. Drop that through. It does extend below the end of the lip. But this is the tray that has to go on here. And it has its own lip, 3/4 inch. This screw only extends below by 3/8 inch, which means we're short from engaging the threaded hole right here. Now, the screws that came with the old oven, if you're replacing one, you'll have these. Okay. These screws are longer by quite a bit. You drop them through, you can see now we're way below there. We are now extending down almost 7/8 inch below the lip, which is enough to be able to engage this. The problem is, old screws, this is a 1024 screw, and it is 3 inches. The new screws are 1032 screws, only not even 2 1/2, 2 3/8 inches. So this is too short, and it's a different thread than this. So what I'm going to do, since I want to get this installed, is luckily I have a tap set and 1024 tap, which we will retap these threaded holes. Now this is nothing but flat metal that's pressed out and tapped. Doesn't take much to retap and rethread these to a 1024. And that leaves a very nice clean thread. So with these 4 holes retapped to 1024s, they will now fit the old screw like so. Another option would be to go and get 3-inch 1032 screws. You may be able to get that at Home Depot, Lowe's, but I don't know, I didn't check. I want to get this done today. Alright, the next thing we have to tackle are these. Now, the problem is with using even these screws now, the old spacers, let me get one of them, and you probably could reuse the old spacers if you wanted to. The hole was set so you can hear it. It's just kind of an interference fit. It stays on by itself. The new ones are not. Problem with that is that you need to be able to drop this through, get these spacers onto the screw, and somehow hold them into position while getting this underneath where you can't get your hands in there to even try to hold it in position without using something that might actually catch on fire to hold it. So I've come up with an idea. We'll see if this works. Got a pair of cutters. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this out in such a way that I'll leave a tab that I can fold back into the hole. Let's see if this is going to work. If I can get this in there. Ho ho! There we go. It worked. To be able to get this to work is the old screws. I used the old spacers, plus I actually had to use a few of the new spacers to be able to make up the difference for this new mounting plate. And I now have everything in position, and I should be able to engage these screws. All I do now is tighten this down. And utilizing, there we go, utilizing the old screws, the old spacers, and a few of the new spacers, I'm able to mount this to the cabinet using the mounting template, which turns out that the mounting template is correct. The only problem is it looks like they do not, for a 1 1/4 inch overhang here, they do not give us enough of the new spacers to be able to make up the distance between the bottom of the cabinet and the hood, and they don't give us screws long enough to reach. So if you have a old toaster oven that you're replacing, you're going to be able to reuse parts and be able to mount this. Here. Oh, there it goes. Ah, you put it in right, it works. Okay, it's in. And that's how to install a new Black & Decker Spacemaker oven.